California, Dominic Review Productions brings you classic entertainment in a modern world in an vintage manner with the cast of keeping the golden age of radio alive in A Day in the Life of Hollywood 1930's. With the voices of Dominique Breckenridge as Betty Gray, Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Ellis Hagen, Tony Ballard as Mason Davis, and Tamara Solomon as Pike Anderson. For a good piece now, and as Sinatra said, we're not quite Cadillac yet, but we ain't no bug either. But one thing's for sure, the situation going on this evening hasn't been done yet, so why not tonight? While tonight marks the opening to Betty's debut on Broadway, there are a lot of other openings that hit the wind with the dust. A lot of windows too, and doors. And you know what, take it away. Anybody? Allie, you say? Well, there's no place to be like an alley, I always say. Really? What's Pike doing in the back alley of the New York theaters? We'll let you figure it out. Intro music, please.
It's not in the budget.
Right. Drum roll, please. Is there a tin can available? Anyone? Right.
Hey, where are you going?
Over to Jack Benny's radio program. If he can afford a theme song on his show, we must be doing something wrong.
Oh, well, if you headed that way, can you give this to Ronald Coleman?
An Oscar? What would Ronald Coleman want with an Academy Award?
Tell him to give this to Jack when the time comes. He'll thank me for it later on.
Not only is he a magician, but he can see the future too.
Didn't I tell you about that, Rachel?
No.
Well,
I'm not particularly interested. Carry on.
You heard the woman. Carry on.
It's awful windy out here.
Almost blew me away.
Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Me?
Yeah. Lady. Hey, lady. Hey. Hey. You better go in.
Why?
There's a mug around here. He's been stealing.
Really?
Yeah. He's on the loose. He's been on the loose. Watch yourself. Watch yourself, lady.
You betcha. Thanks.
Sure thing.
Anderson, there you are. What are you doing out here in the back alley? You're supposed to be in there writing a story on the rehearsals for the show. Betty breaks big. Betty begins Broadway. Betty to break box office.
Betty breaks leg.
Don't print that! Betty Brick, what's the matter with you?
Betty, there's a man out here.
Listen, sister, what you do out here is your own business.
Oh, this fella, rather good looking, debonair, mustache, tailored clothes, Stetson hat, diamond coupling.
Any further with that description, Anderson, you'll have his shirt size.
34, I think. Have you been wearing my cheaters? Betty, listen. He came by and told me to beware. There's a thief afoot.
Well, we'll be sure not to miss a step.
He said the thief has been going around stealing things.
I can't think of any other better profession for a thief but to steal.
Hey, that could be a story within itself.
Couldn't it?
You don't even know what kind of a story I'm talking about.
Where you're concerned, Anderson, I'm sure it's a knockout.
That's it, the knockout bandit.
Sure, Anderson, sure. Knock out, knock in, knock back into the theater, huh? Opening night is closing at 1. You have less than 12 hours before the curtain call. All right, gang, back to work. We've got a segment to rehearse, and our piece has got to knock them out of their seats. Calm down, Anderson. That wasn't a plug. That was a statement of fact. Right. Moving on.
Hey, Betty, has everyone checked in? You've kept your mystery guest in hiding, even from us.
It's going to be spectacular. We've got everyone all lined up for our part of the show. The director trusted me to deliver on my end of the show, and he had the idea, and I had the vision. We have Ivy Anderson and the Duke.
Ellington?
Well, it certainly isn't the Duke of Dice.
Okay, at the right price. I'll be there in a thrice. Just order my lap, I'll chew crap. Think I'll need a Duke of Dice.
Have you heard from him lately?
Not a word. All I got was a card with a pair of lucky ladies on 'em.
No orchids for Miss Blandish?
Is that where he got it from? Well,
Probably didn't think you read.
what?
Read from the book. You didn't read the book. You read the book. You read, Betty? You read.
The next person who thinks I read nothing but scripts that come my way, I have a right mind to whip out my copy of Happy Years in Carnegie.
A new book?
A new script. It came way of Freddie Washington. I switch addresses with her down at the post office.
How?
It wasn't easy, sister. Anyhow, we've got Ella Waters, Bessie Smith. Oh, and where's Maxine Sullivan? She should be here by now.
That reminds me, BG. This message came from about not 10 minutes ago.
Oh, thanks, Blanche. What does it say?
You don't read messages either?
Never mind. What does it say?
She says she's been detained. She's stuck in a wooden box.
A wooden box? What would she be doing in a wooden... Mason! All the time to work on a magic stunt. He not only chooses now to do it, but he picks Maxine Sullivan to do it with.
Don't panic, Betty. I've rehearsed that routine with him once during the winter months when I first moved into the boarding house.
Oh, you did have months? When did you get out?
It was a hot summer day.
No!
Please, Miss Sullivan, if you'd only stop screaming for a moment, I can figure out how to get you out of here. Now let's see. How did I get Pike out during that time in the winter? Winter? Oh, yeah, the summer heat. Let's swell the box open. This isn't going to be at all how I planned it.
Mason, is that you?
Yes, that's Rachel. Maybe she won't notice me. I'll just lean over under this wooden box, all casual-like.
Mason, you know this is glass, right? I can see right through it.
Oh, darn it. Well, I thought it was the one-sided glass. You know, the peak can't see out, but the aboo can see in instead. Now the little bow can peek right in on seeing everything.
All right, Mason, come away from the wooden box and tell me what you're doing in front of the lobby of a hotel. You're supposed to be down at the theater for rehearsal.
Oh, hi, Rachel. I didn't see you there.
Then why did you duck under this box when you saw me on the sidewalk outside?
I caught a crab in my leg.
That's how it works.
How much do you want to put down on it? This fella down at the theater said we could put down 9. Oh, you weren't talking about races, were you?
Do I look like Bradshaw Parks? Mason, it's simple. What are you doing in front of the lobby of the window by a wooden box that by all accounts seems to have a living object inside? And if you tell me that Maxine Sullivan is a part of your disappearing act and that you've misplaced her somewhere because you've gotten away, because she's gotten away from you, I suggest you go get a hammer and a flathead screwdriver because you won't see Summer for 8 months.
I told you.
She didn't have to. The traces of the rug back at the boarding house were proof enough. Besides, when I was on my way out of the theater, I saw a huge crowd in front of the hotel window Maxine Sullivan is staying in, and walked into the crowd to see you in the window, and I grew suspicious. I knew they couldn't have been asking you for an autograph.
I will have you know, Rachel, I just so happen to be quite popular.
Yes, we don't have pigeons in the lobby.
All right, I admit it. I came down here to offer Miss Sullivan a ride down to the theater, and I suggested to take her...
Through the mill?
Right. No. I suggested to transport her through the means of ancient Egyptian travel.
Yes, because we all know how well that worked for Cleopatra.
Well, I thought to have her in a wooden box and out at the theater in a little bit of no time. I thought, what a wonderful way to showcase my magical talent, to display my genius to the public.
In the lobby of a hotel.
And what happened next?
Isn't important, because the longer we stand here with her in there, the longer you will be standing here with those down there.
Those? Down there?
Handcuffs and police station. If my guessing is correct, the concierge just picked up the phone, and it's never good when the first words are uttered are, "There's a man in my building," when they're pointing directly at you. Let's see.
How? She won't fit into a taxi cab.
Mason, this is New York. That's what the horse taxis are for.
No, they're not, Rachel. They're for romance, moonlight, wine, music, lovers on a fantasy island.
A suspicious man on the run with a wooden box. Now go!
This is incredible. Mason, if Miss Sullivan didn't make it out of that magical box of yours in one piece and said she wasn't going to press charges, I'd have you reported.
I know, Betty. Do what you must.
Are you kidding? We have a show to do. I can't report you now before the show. The show, Mason, the show. We're about to go on, and I need you for my opening.
But, Miss Sullivan...
Oh, she's fine. The show must go on. Places, everyone. Shake a leg, Mason. You have an act to announce.
The way she talks, you'd think I was the guy from Chicago. What? Who?
No.
We're...
After you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the part in our show where we bring you the Lady Days and the Gent Nights of Harlem. So sit back, relax, and take a look at these eyes. Surprise! As you'll hear the likes of Ivy Anderson, guest feature Josephine Baker, Maxine Sullivan, all accompanied by the fabulous opening act from The Case of a Mini Moocher. Shut 'em down, Harlem!
What a crowd.
What a night.
What a robbery.
What a what?
Listen to the radio buzz. I can hear it all the way from Betty's dressing room. Betty's dressing room? Don't you mean bedroom? We're in the hotel suite. So much to learn, Pike, so much to learn. She doesn't know wherever Betty Gray goes, so does the dressing room.
She doesn't know me at all.
I hear it now, too. It says a man has just been caught, and he's been robbing people in the streets of New York City. There's the description. Rather good looking, debonair, mustache, tailored clothes, Stinson hat, diamond cufflinks, and a size 34 shirt!
The Knockout Bandit! Yes! Anderson ran into him this morning at the back of the theater.
Good thing he didn't steal anything from you, Pike. That would have been Pike?
They usually drop like flies on this show, don't they?
Pike, what's the matter?
What's she writing down on that piece of paper?
She says she just had the wind taken out of her cells. The bandit.
What?
Case of laryngitis.
How could you have caught laryngitis from the bandit?
The wind blew it my way.
Good night. In case you thought I forgot, here's a few chops on the block. She is considered one of the titans of 20th century black literature, celebrated anthropologist, journalist, essayist, playwright, and best-selling novelist. She is most known today for her 1937 novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God. She attended Howard University in 1923-24, Barnard College, VA, 1928, and graduated study at Columbia University. Known to be feisty, a little raunchy, bodacious, who didn't care about you or what you thought, it is said that, quote, she could tell you to go to hell and make you enjoy the trip. How you like them apples? She herself wrote in 1928, I am not tragically colored. There is no great sorrow dammed up in my soul, no lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. I do not belong to the sobbing school of Negrohood, who hold that nature somehow has given them a low-down, dirty deal, and whose feelings are all hurt about it. No, I do not weep at the world. I am too busy sharpening my oyster knife. She is Zora Neale Hurston. American jazz singer Maxine Sullivan, known for making famous the Scottish song La Clomane, broadened her range and ventured toward pop music with recordings such as I've Got the World on a String, Wrap Up Your Troubles and Dreams, and I've Got a Right to Sing the Blues. Sullivan and husband John Kirby worked together on a radio program for CBS called Flow Gently, Sweet Rhythm, which would be the only black hosted show on the radio, and it would remain on the air for 2 years. Maybe another night, another time, another day, another dollar, I can spread more news that's hot off the collar. This has been Newsflash with Betty Gray.
A Day in the Life of wants to thank you again for tuning into our broadcast. And Dominique Review wants to remind you to subscribe to our Dominique Review YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us at Dominique Review on Twitter. And share with others before we bring you an all-new episode next week. So be sure to tune in with your whole family, your friends, right here on YouTube. Broadcasting channel, Dominique Review.
The voices heard on tonight's show were provided by Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Ellis Hagan, Tamara Solomon as Pike Anderson, Tony Ballard as Mason Davis, and A Day in the Life of creator Dominique Breckenridge as Betty Gray. Reminding you that all of the women's wardrobe in tonight's broadcast were provided by My Line and Dominique's Private Collection. This has been a Dominique Review production. Good night, everybody.
Continue. Tell him to give this to Jack when the time comes. He'll thank me for it later on.
Not only is he a magician, he can see furniture. The future too. Sorry, furniture.
The furniture is out in the studio, so perhaps.
Didn't I tell you about that?
Hold on. Let's take it from. Tell him to give this to Jack when the time comes.
All right. Tell him to give this to Jack when the time comes.
Beware, there's a thief on.
There's a thief I don't even have
I
it.
think you read.
What?
Sorry.
No, that.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to say you read. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got it mixed up. But it would have played as long as the other one was opposite.
Okay.
So, okay. Just pick it up from Probably Didn't Think.
Oh, Penny. I've rehearsed that routine with him once during a winter storm.
Was it now?
Apparently.
Then why did you duck under this box when you saw me on the sidewalk outside?
I caught a cramp in my leg.
A Charlie horse.
A Charlie horse. How much do you want to put down on him?
Well, I'm gonna start.
I missed it. Yeah, sorry.
Because that's you
I'm supposed to get it
grab my woo! Yeah,
Okay,
it's
got
like
it, got it.
Okay, so pick it up from them.
I look like Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx. Roger.
Mason, it's simple. What you're doing in front of the...
Get it.
Mrs. Sullivan.
Oh, she's fine. The show must go on. Places, everyone.
The way she talks, you think I was the guy.
I missed my own line.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. What? Take it from me. Now I wasn't ready. Gotta love live. Okay, one more time. Phew! What a show! What a crowd!
What a
fight!
Oh, wait.
Shoot, my bad. For a split second, I said, did I write that? Okay. That's a 34 shirt.
The knockout.
Hold on. You were supposed to say 34 shirt also.
Oh, okay.
So pick it up from...
Knockout.
This is one of my bad nights. Okay.
Size 34 shirt.
I'm so sorry. Okay. No. Pick it up from tailored clothes, Stetson
And
hat.
share with others before you